Bam, 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 here we go. We have to the right side of the map in the red color our Slayers player. Sela is proud of him, I'm sure about it. This is YugiOh in an amazing match on Daybreak. He was able to take the lead. Slayers YugiOh 1-0 up against his opponent. We have to the left in the blue. We have MVP Vampire. He played a very, very nice game on Daybreak as well. We talked a lot about YugiOh. Obviously, we had a good glimpse on Vampire 2 with his strategy that he used. But the one thing that I really have to note here is that Vampire had a problem with his unit control. Remember the bank that he saved up, and he warped in units very, very late, basically after the fight already ended. He could have resupplied a lot faster in order to get more units and more pressure onto YugiOh, but it was just so nice to... It was actually... His thought process was something that I really liked. He attacked with his army, but he tried to hide his mothership to the left. He was trying to hide it a little bit so that he could get into a position, dodge the neural parasites of the infestors, and then just use the fungal. But YugiOh spotted it early enough and was able to attack it. And the second... Well, you saw how it worked out with the vortex and everything. So that was something that I really liked about the style that we saw. So a very interesting game. And this is also an interesting opening by YugiOh that we have. He's starting with 14 pool and 14 gas. A build that we don't see that often anymore. Usually what Zerg is trying to do is just taking a gasless expand. And nice Vampire showing some balls here, going for the hatch first, for the Nexus first before starting with his Forge play. Very interesting. And this is actually, this is so interesting. What is YugiOh up to? What is he up to here? Starting with gas, and this one probe is really annoying. Probes are a little bit, they are quite a nuisance. It's like they have a taser and they are just sitting in there and they are tasering you like crazy. Something, this is basically, no, that's something that I can't say. Let's just leave it at the fact that probes are really annoying. And well, we have the cannon building right now, a little bit of a greedy build here. The Overlord is in position and he knows exactly what's going on. But now YugiOh with gas controlling the map with his Zerglings, and he moves out with the drone to get this hatchery, get the second base. And yeah, let's see what he's going to do with the speed. The reason why I'm surprised by this is because, especially when you scout what your opponent's doing, well, point granted, YugiOh didn't send out a drone scout, but you don't really need early speed against Protoss. It gives you the option of being more aggressive, of going, for example, yeah, thank you very much YugiOh for kind of underlining my point with the Roach Warren, getting for a 1 or 2 base all in with Roachlings, Roach Banelings, something that you can definitely use. And well, Vampire with their hatch first, with a Nexus first play transition into the Forge is going to go down a second cannon right now, because he does not really know what's happening. He does not know what's happening here. But this is traditionally a map where a lot of Zerg players try to be very aggressive and try to do some damage on a 2-base play, kind of all-in strategies. And well, Protoss players kind of figured out how to deal with it. MC comes to mind, who was one of the first players on this map who still executed the Forge first style and was able to hold off all these all-ins that have been played. So we now see YugiOh just trying to go for the Roach push. He has the Roaches already in production, and this is going to be very interesting to observe. I really want to know what he's going to do here. YugiOh, as I mentioned earlier, is, by the way, playing his best matchup here. We have him with a 57% win ratio, and some of his victims, well, actually the last Protoss games against Protoss, he lost all of them. He lost to Avenge, he lost to Squirtle, and he lost to Virus. Those were the last 3 Protoss players that he faced, but so far he's doing a really good job here at his round of 48 game at Code A. Vampire has matchup statistics against Zerg with 60%. We don't have a huge sample size though, and now he has to defend against this all. Here comes the army of YugiOh. We have force fields being used immediately. Another set of cannons is being placed down, but he's losing cannons here. He's getting a few Zerglings in, trying to take down another cannon, and already a few of his harvesters have been killed. We have the Ling follow-up. Is he able to take down another cannon here? He needs to be very, very careful. The range of the cannon is a bit superior. And here we go, another cannon dies. Oh my god, the force fields, the sentries are kind of gone. We only have 2 of them left. And now he's in a position where he can snipe the... he can actually snipe the cybernetics core here. And if he gets a few more units in there, he should be able to pull this off without the upgrade being done. He needs the Zerglings for it though, and I don't think he wants to sacrifice any Zerglings. There would be a couple of force fields being thrown down immediately. So Warp Gate technology will be done in time. And YugiOh is a bit on the limb here. He's trying to transition into Eco Style already, but he is so far behind Harvesters, 36 to 26. This is a very difficult position for him to be in. His attack has been thrown off, and Vampire is preparing with another Cybernetics squad in his main base, and this will work out very well for him. More sentries getting warped in just in case, and no, those wings won't be able to get in there. The force field will be ready, and I have to say that Vampire is playing this so well. He's doing really a great job here. He is in a nice position on 2 bases right now with 40 Harvester supply against 36, and YugiOh already taking 2 tier 2. He's not getting too strong. Well, his economy is not too bad, but this is not the perfect saturation with 36. He's trying to go from one all-in strategy to another one. This might actually be one of the situations where you might want to use a Nidus network. You know that you are already behind at this point, that it's very hard for you to catch up, so a Nidus network might be something that he's going to pull off. In the main base, he has another Overlord in position. And if you get into the main base and with a Nidus, you might be able to get back into this game. But it's not going to be easy. Nice catches a few units out of position here. We don't have too many roaches though. Nice trap. And yeah, he has to retreat. So the lair tag is finished, and what is YugiOh going to do? What is he up to? Oh, apparently going for the infestation pit right away because he's using the spine crawlers. Okay, so using this defense here in order to make it happen, but guys, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be the right choice. The attack that he used already put him far behind. He's far behind his opponent because Vampire has his tech. He has the robotics nearly done. He's going for the Twilight Council. He has already the +1 attack upgrade, +1 armor is done. So at this point, getting back into the game is hard for YugiOh. Even though it would just have been another kind of all-in-ish attempt, I would have preferred a Nidus network. He has an Overlord in position at a very nice location, so he could try to throw down a Nidus. But as it is now, he's trying to rely on this play on 2 bases, and I don't think that Vampire is going to allow this, because he is just in such a great position right now. He has the lead in supply. He's at 92 against 76. He's moving out with his army. I'm missing a few Stalkers in here, but he is just doing exactly what he needs to do in order to pressure YugiOh even further. Lings are running in here, but they won't do any damage at all, especially not against the +1 upgraded Zealots that are going to 2-hit them. So a very hard position for YugiOh to be in at this point. And, well, the Infestors might change the course of the battle a little bit if they pop out in time. 5 of them are being built right now, while we have an Observer getting in position. But just look at the tech. Going for charge, going for +2 attack, and adding the Templar Archive. So YugiOh is on 53 Harvesters against 50 now, finally closing the gap in Harvester supply, but this is not going to be easy to hold. There are a lot of Charge Lords. A few Stalkers would actually do him probably a very... well, they would help him out a lot, because at this point, if you just look at things, he needs to have a few damage dealers as well. Not cancelling the Creep Tumor, by the way. Charge is... wow, what an amazing force field. Look at this. He can take down every single one of them as he has the Observer in play. Brilliant play here by Vampire. And now we have Archons, and this army is just insane. 67 supply against 62. Charge is done, and now he's moving in. Where are the Fungals? He needs Fungals now. He needs them now. There they are. Fungling the hell out of these Zealots, but look at the Archons doing a ton of damage here, trying to get to the front though, and YugiOh is losing supply. Vampire is doing a great job at attacking here, taking down Infestor after Infestor, and this is not looking well for our Zerg player from Team Slayers. He's dropping to 64 supply against 105, and Vampire capitalizing on his early lead. GG! YugiOh losing game 2 on dual side. Vampire tying up the series, forcing game number 3. Well played for the player and for MVP. Very well done and nice performance by both of them, but the attack, the Roachling attack, not working out too well for YugiOh, and his transition, something that was a little bit too risky. Did not work out, and now we have game number 3 coming up. I love this day. I love this. We have ace matches in every single match so far. GOMTV against I Am Dreamer, ending 2-1 in favor of GOMTV. Inca losing 1-2 to Lure. And now we have the third game with Slayers YugiOh against MVP Vampire. It is a good day to watch StarCraft, guys. This is brilliant. And here we go, the third map it is. Antigua Shipyard. Vampire is in the lobby. He is ready, and so is YugiOh. Let's get this party started. GSL Code A. YugiOh against Vampire. Zerg against Protoss. The players are ready. The countdown has started. And game number 3 is about to start. The ace match between YugiOh and Vampire on Antigua Shipyard. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. GSL Code A round of 48 with Carlo.